I'll bet every one of you moms and dads out there at one point or another have said something about your son should be a pitcher, my son should be the third baseman, my son should be the shortstop. I'm Sam Perlazzo for InsideBaseball.com, and I'm here to give you a few insights on how the coaches decide that and how you as a parent can understand it and maybe even help the process. The first thing is, this usually happens at a little bit higher level, more than T-ball, maybe at 8 years old and above, when kids come out to play baseball for regular teams, actually come over to the coach and say, he asked you what position you play. He's never seen you before. What position you play? He says, I'm a shortstop. So coach says, okay, going out and catch some ground balls. Well, before long, he realizes the kid really can't catch a ground ball, and he can't just leave him out there all the time. So he might say, you know, he can't catch a ground ball. Maybe we'll stick him in the outfield where he gets less ground balls, but he can catch a fly ball. So he sticks him out in the outfield. Then you got another kid that comes in and he says that he's a second baseman, but he's a big, strong kid, very slow, doesn't move around good, but boy, can he throw, right? So the coach might let him go out there and try to see if he can play second base, and then says, you know what, that kid's got such a good arm, I think we ought to try and put him on the mound. Sure enough, he gets on the mound and wham, he's at the top of his game as a pitcher. There's a lot of kids that don't hit. You know, some leagues, like the major leagues, pitchers don't hit in the American League. So sometimes you say, well, he doesn't run very well, he doesn't field very well, but he can throw real well, all right? So you might want to say, he might be a catcher. He's got good hands, you know, not real speedy, swings the bat okay. Let's try him behind the plate. And sure enough, guys are trying to steal and he can come up and throw the guy out. So there's all kind of little things that your coaches are looking at, and you as parents really should pay attention to. And if you're really honest with yourself, you'll say, my son's too big to play this position, he's not fast enough to play this position. And what you really want to do, and what coaches should be doing, is putting their kids in the best possible spot to succeed, and then let the chips fall where they may. But you can't, and that goes all the way up from where we're talking at 8, 9 years old, 10 years old, all the way through the major leagues. We put guys in the big leagues at spots where they can succeed. We put them in positions where they can succeed. If they do, great. If they don't, at least we did everything we could. So a lot of times, you parents got to back off of the coaches sometime, maybe have a meeting with them and ask him in a polite way, why is my son playing over here? And he's probably going to give you the answers that I've just told you. So hang in there with him, but take part in it and let your kids go out there and be the best they can be.